Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Apollo 1, and today we are back with absolutely huge news regarding Call of Duty World War II. That is right, the reveal was today, and so much information came out. It is very overwhelming, and I'm going to try my best to kind of consolidate some of that information regarding multiplayer, especially today, in this video, so that you kind of understand what we got. Now, the reveal was awesome. A ton of stuff was put out there. The graphics are phenomenal. It looks so good, and on top of that, there's a couple other things I want to really quickly touch on, just a couple talking points. But real quick, guys, before this video goes any further, if you could drop a like on today's video for the excitement and thrill behind World War II and the release and the reveal and all of that kind of stuff. Drop a like. Let's shoot for like 800 likes. That would be awesome. On top of that, if you were new to Carnage, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Stick around for more content regarding World War II and the content we have for the rest of the year leading up to November 3rd, which is the release day of Call of Duty World War II. Now, like I said, a couple talking points. I want to say that I thought it was really cool that this game is based on a real war now. Like, it's not like mythical or fake or futuristic. This is a real war that actually happened where millions of people, real people, lost their lives fighting for different countries. A very big conflict that took place, and they kind of went into that, how much research and time they put into carefully crafting this game to make it as accurate, as realistic as humanly possible. And I really respect that. That makes me so much more excited. The game is a narrative based off the actual events that happened throughout World War II. Multiplayer is probably going to take place, a lot of the maps are going to take place in actual situations that happened, like actual scenes that happened in World War II. A good example would be Normandy, the storming of Normandy. That's probably going to be an actual world map in the in Call of Duty World War II. And just like things like that I thought were really, really cool. Now, like I said, today we're going to be talking about multiplayer, so let's go ahead and jump into that. So the first thing I want to touch on are the modes that were announced that are in this game, that it's pretty exciting. I mean, I can't believe we already have information on that. So here are the details that we have so far. The first one is War. This narrative-driven mode brings a gripping new layer of excitement to Axis versus Allies team play. Now, the way this was described is that there's two teams, Axis and Allies, that fight for objective-based things. So that's literally all she said. She didn't go into any further detail. It has to do with objective-based things that you want to capture. So probably like maybe a certain vantage point that you have to capture. So the way I pictured it is like the perfect example I could think of for war is D-Day. So the way I pictured it is there's one team that is in the U-boats that are approaching the beach, and they're coming up on the beach, and the other team is preparing themselves up on the hill, in the bunkers, on the beach, wherever, waiting for the other team to approach on the beach, and then it's just like a huge war that takes place, and like the one team has to fight for the hill. They have to fight and get up to the hill point. Whether or not this is like a search and destroy kind of thing where once you die, you're dead, so it's really realistic, I don't know. Is there, more than like a ground war mode where it's 9v9? Is there gonna be more than 9v9 to make it more realistic, like an actual D-Day event? Who knows? We don't know, but it sounds like a very, very fun game mode that I'm super excited for. Honestly, guys, I've never been more excited for Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3, maybe Black Ops 2. I really like, we haven't gotten anything like this in 10 years, so there's some serious excitement behind that, and I'm really looking forward to what they have in store for us. The multiplayer official reveals at E3, by the way, which is June 13th through June 15th. But anyways, next thing, divisions. A new approach to create a class and character customization as you enlist in a division and progress through the ranks. So this sounds very interesting on how they go about doing this. I'm looking forward on more details on this. I really don't know what this could be. It says approach to create a class and character customization. So we have character customization returning, which is a good thing. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun, I think. Obviously, they can't be as creative in the outfits and such, but that's okay. I don't want to have like a rubber duck on my head or like you know, a floaty tube around me. I don't really want that in a game like this. And then we have the division progress through ranks, which is very cool, and I like that as well. Now, here is the biggest part of all of this. This is a very, very interesting aspect of the release that we got. Headquarters, a brand new social feature for Call of Duty where you rally and interact with your fellow soldiers. We have no idea what this entails. We got a very short snippet clip, which is really the only multiplayer reveal clip that we got, based off of Headquarters. I'm going to attempt to show it to you here in the video. If If not, I'll put images, but I'm pretty sure I can show the little video clip. Here it is. It kind of goes up behind two soldiers where they both have their gamer tags floating above their heads. 55 looks like it's the max rank, with the 5 stars, obviously, as the little icon, which is so cool to see the classic stuff come back. Then it goes over the side of the hill, and we see a valley, it's a beach, actually, of kind of like an industrial look to it. Kind of has the things floating in the background, the ships, the crates, the different supplies that are being moved around by trucks and vehicles. But we have a huge sea of soldiers down there, a bunch of people just casually walking around. And it was funny because my roommate actually had mentioned that this looks like Club Penguin. This is where Club Penguin moved their talents to. This is what they closed Club Penguin to do, to create headquarters for World War II. But because it really does look like that. You got a bunch of soldiers down there casually walking around, and the names are above their head. Some of them are running, it appears. We don't know what they're doing, though. Some of them are standing still, so that kind of gives me an idea that maybe they are trading with their fellow soldiers. Maybe this is a marketplace, because it doesn't really make sense that we can just talk with them. Maybe you can walk up and you can engage, you go up to a guy and you press A, and then you can engage in conversation. But it seems like there's more to that. It seems like there's some kind of marketplace going on here, where maybe we can trade weapons. Maybe we can exchange COD points for a new DLC weapon that comes out, or a certain variant. I know some people don't like variants, but this really could be a huge sign that variants are returning in World War II, because that would be a very beneficial thing if you could change the Obsidian Steed for the Inferno. I'm just using that as an example. You'd be able to, I want the Steed, but this guy has the Inferno, so we go ahead and go into the marketplace. I look for somebody that's willing to make this exchange, and we make the exchange. Or maybe for COD points. Maybe I don't even want my Steed, so I sell my Steed for 2,000 COD points. Now I have 2,000 COD points to exchange with another person that has a weapon, a DLC weapon, or a variant that I really like. So this is a very cool concept. I don't know if that's what this means, but this headquarters is going to be changing, game changing for Call of Duty. This is a very interesting scene that we're seeing here. And another thing is, there was a kind of a cover released for, I don't know what they call them, a description for the game that was released for Xbox One. And the capabilities, under the capabilities section, I'll put it up on screen so you guys can go ahead and take a look at this. It says online multiplayer 2 to 48 players. 48 players. We've never seen this before, ever. It usually says, I don't even actually know what it says. I would say 2 to 18 probably because of ground war, but this says 48 players. Now this probably doesn't mean in actual multiplayer games. I highly doubt it, unless what I said earlier is correct, and they want to simulate a actual D-Day-like gameplay where you have 24 players against 24, because that would be a little bit more realistic than 6v6 or 9v9, but 48 still seems very heavy. I mean, they do it in Battlefield. Actually, I don't even know if it's that many in Battlefield, or in other games, but it's probably most likely to do with the headquarters option. But who knows? If they have the option in headquarters, why wouldn't they have it in possible D-Day simulation game modes? Who knows? But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the details regarding multiplayer. The other big thing is just E3. That's the next event that we're gonna get most of the information. That's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you all later.